Hello friends, welcome to biscreadings.com. My name is Sumit, and through this video I will be going to explain you how can we install Docker on Ubuntu operating system. So I'm going to set up Docker on Ubuntu 6.04. So first let us understand what Docker is. So Docker is an open source program that enables a Linux application and its dependencies to be packaged as a container. So basically, Docker is a container technology, and idea was that we'll build technology and package everything in box. So we put everything into box, and then we ship the box or we send the box. And where that box will be going, we don't know, and how it is going, we don't know. But we have packaged everything which will be required. So being a developer, as a developer, we package everything into a box which will be needed to run the software successfully on client machine or on user's machine. So we have got Dockers, and within Dockers we'll be going to create containers, and then we used to create images or files onto that. So that we'll be going to see later on. But first of all, let's see how to set up Docker on an Ubuntu operating system. So I'm going to use the very easiest method to set up Docker on Ubuntu. So let's begin the installation. So let me move out from this presentation part, and then I'll switch to my VM. And because I have installed Linux on my VM on my virtual machine, and I'm going to set up Docker into same. So I'm using this docs.docker.com. So this will have all the installation or the commands which is required for setting up Docker on an Ubuntu operating system. So let's begin the installation. So I open terminal. First of all, I launch my terminal. So let me launch the terminal. I make it full screen, and I'm going to launch terminal first of all. So I launch this terminal. In this terminal, the very first command I will be going to do is I will be going to check the username. What's the username I will be using? So I simply pass here uname minus r. So this will give me the username or the current working system. So make sure that you need to check your current kernel version, current kernel version of your Linux system, and make sure that it would be greater than, or it would be higher than, above, if it is older than 3.1, or if it is later than 3.1, so you will not be able to install, you will not be able to set up Docker on your Ubuntu operating system. So that's the minimum requirement, or I can say that that's the prerequisites. So Docker requires a 64-bit installation of your Ubuntu version, and the kernel must be 3.10 at minimum. So that's the uh, lowest kernel version. So in my case, I'm working on 4.40. It means so I can set up Ubuntu, I can set up Docker on my operating system. Now the next command is I will be going to pass a command to get the latest update. So sudo apt get update. Why I'm using sudo command here? If I do not use sudo command, and if I simply pass a command here, apt get update, see, I got an error message. Okay, that is recorded because not for this. That's apt get update. So apt get update, and see, I'm getting an error message that the files has been locked because I'm not a super user, or I don't have permissions for setting up updates and all. So it is always mandatory. So whenever you are trying to update or trying to modify some system files or perform some modifications or system files, so you need to add sudo in front of every command. And when you pass sudo, it will ask your super user password. So my super user password is bisp. I provide that password, and you can see all the updates which are required for the current installation, because So that will automatically download and install, and the installation will be done. It may take some time, and once all the installation done, it will get back to the initial state. And I again one more command I pass here, that is to check the certificate, that is to install the certificate for installation. I simply write a certificate, I simply run it, and it says the CS certificate is already the newest version, because I have already done that earlier, so that's why I'm getting this option. In your case, if you are not with the newest version, the latest version, it will automatically update, it will automatically get the newest version. Next, we need to add the GPG key for the official Docker repository of the system. So basically, this GPG key is to add for a new key for the official Docker repository. So I'm going to add, I simply copy this and paste this. So that's a key, and I pass this command here, paste. I'm going to add this key, and this key has been added successfully. And next would be, we need to execute this command. So either we can add this command into this source list, and either we can add this, or we can directly execute this command. So I'm going to execute this command, but we need to check, we need to make sure that we are executing the correct command, because I'm working for this, means I'm working on Linux 6.04, so that's why I will go with this particular command, Rapo and Ubuntu, because 6.04 is for Zillion main. So that's why I'm going to execute this command. So I simply paste it, and so that should be db https apd.dockerprojects.org/rapo ubuntu genial main, because that was the version, that was the Ubuntu version name. So again, I need to run sudo here. Now, just in case if you get this error message, because db is not a command, so we need to customize the etc/app./source list.d, and within this we have docker.list file, so we need to customize that file. And to customize that file, I'll open that file, we'll get to that file, and then we'll be going to customize it. In that file, I'm going to add this particular command which is required for 16.04, that is for genial main, and I'm going to add this particular line over there. So you can see I have opened that file by passing a command, and then I add that particular command over here. I pass this dab http and Ubuntu genial main. I paste it over here and save it. And for save it, escape. I say escape and qw and save it. How we can open this file with docker.list file, and we add that particular command. So I've add that command, and finally I'm going to again get the update. So again I pass a command here, sudo apt get update. So I again execute that command, sudo apt get update, and run. So that's pretty simple. You have to simply pass all the commands in your command line in a sequential order, and finally it will install Docker at the end. So we'll see that, and it will be doing installation part. So once the installation is done, if you want to remove the old repo, if it is exists, so we can use this command sudo apt get perg lxc docker. So in this case, it's a fresh installation, so I'm not using this particular command. And then I'm going to verify that apt is pulling from the right repository. So for this, I copy this command, I pass this apt cache policy and docker engine. So it has been installed. The candidate is this one, and version table, these are the packages from where we will be getting uh, the current repository. So we need to make sure that we have the current list of the repository. So this command will help us. Now, these are the prerequisites on Ubuntu version. So we have already get the updated, and after this, we'll be going to install the Docker again. So again, I passed a command for updation. So updation is going on, and it will download as per the according to the package. And then I will be going to pass this command to install the recommended package. So I copy this and paste this command and pass it. So the package has been installed, and it says it's already the newest version, and we do not need to upgrade it. There is no need to upgrade anything. So finally, we will be going to move on to the step where we will be going to set up Docker on our on this Ubuntu operating system. Now, if you look at here, there are various options. This is for Ubuntu, the command. This is for Ubuntu 12.04, and so that's for 12.04, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to go for install, directly move to install. And here we have already done updates. We can again pass a command to get update if it is required, because we just now we executed a command, so it will quickly get all the updates related with the current repositories and all if it is required. So it will download all the updates and install at the required positions. And finally, I'm going to install Docker. So to install Docker, the command is sudo apt get install docker engine. Docker install docker engine, and it will be start downloading. So as you can see here, I'm getting a message here that the Docker engine is already the newest version, because I have already installed that. So I'm getting this message. So it's already new one. And now finally I need to start the Docker service. So first of all, I simply pass a command docker, and when I pass command, and if you are getting these kind of options, it means the Docker has been successfully installed. And I want to check the Docker version. So Docker and version. So I got the version. So version is 1.12.1, and the build is this. To start the Docker service, I pass command sudo systemctl start and Docker. So the Docker service has been started, and now finally I want to test the Docker service. I want to test whether the Docker service is running, the Docker is working perfectly fine or not. So I pass a new command sudo docker and run hello world. So basically hello world is a file in container. It's an image in container. So I write hello world, and when I execute it, you see I got a message hello from Docker. So that's the output which we are getting from this hello world container. So if I want to list all the containers, so I can pass a command sudo docker ps, and we have got the container ID, image, port, and all. And to list all the containers, both running and non-running containers, so I pass command sudo docker ps -l. You can see we have got and that's the hello world container which we have executed just now, which we have run just now here by using this command. So that's how we can set up Docker on an Ubuntu operating system and how we can perform the configuration for it. So that's all in this video. If you have any queries, you can write to us on www.bsptrainings.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos. If you have any queries, you can write us. Keep watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.